Valeria Jardins d'Agadir Resort is located on Route Oued Souss, spread across a 10-hectare park. Now here's something you should know before you book. This property lists itself as both 4-star and 5-star depending on where you look. The official website says 5 stars, but other platforms show 4 stars. That might not sound like a big deal, but it actually tells you something important about what to expect. When there's that kind of gap, it usually means you need to be realistic about what you're going to get versus what the marketing materials show you. One thing that's a bit unusual is that the resort doesn't give you much detail about the rooms on their official website. For a property this size, you'd normally see room types, sizes, what kind of beds they have, photos of the bathrooms, that sort of thing. But here, we just don't have that information readily available. You know it's a beachfront resort with rooms spread across the grounds, but beyond that, you're kind of booking without seeing exactly what you're getting. You'll probably need to look at third-party sites or contact the hotel directly to find out the specifics. This matters more than you might think. Without knowing whether your room has a balcony, whether there's a bathtub or just a shower, if there's a coffee maker or a mini fridge, you can't really judge if the price difference between room types is worth it. If you're comparing this place to other beachfront resorts in Agadir, you'll want to do some digging to understand what you're actually paying for. And if you have specific needs like accessibility requirements or you're traveling with kids who need certain room setups, that missing information makes planning harder. The same goes for the dining. The website doesn't tell you the names of the restaurants, what kind of food they serve when they're open, or even if this is an all-inclusive place or if you pay as you go. For a Moroccan beach resort, you'd expect maybe a restaurant with local cuisine, somewhere casual by the pool for lunch, probably a main buffet if they get tour groups. But we just don't have those details. We know it's a resort, so there are probably multiple places to eat, but that's about all we can say for sure. And this matters because if you're booking all-inclusive, you want to know how many restaurants you can actually use, whether you need reservations, what's included in the drinks package. If it's not all-inclusive, you need to know if the hotel restaurants are good value or if you're better off eating elsewhere. Without menus or even basic descriptions, you're really just hoping the food will be up to your standards. If you have dietary restrictions or you're picky about food, this lack of information is going to be frustrating. What we do know is that there are 5 swimming pools spread across the property. 5 pools usually means a mix, some for adults, some for families, maybe one for kids with shallow areas and play features, possibly a heated one for when it's cooler. Having 5 pools means they can handle a lot of guests without everyone being crammed into one area, which is nice during busy times. And with 10 hectares to work with, the pools are probably spread out rather than all in one spot, so different parts of the resort have their own pool nearby. There's also a private beach. In Agadir, that means you get direct access to a maintained section of the Atlantic coast. Agadir's beaches face west, so you get beautiful sunsets, but the Atlantic can have some strong waves that make swimming tricky sometimes. Private beach usually means loungers, umbrellas, maybe someone bringing you drinks, though the resort doesn't spell that out. You're also close to Palm Beach and Papagayo Beach, both less than a kilometer away, so if the resort beach is crowded or you just want to see something different, you've got options. Papagayo is only a 6-minute walk. They have a kids club which tells you this is definitely a family place, not an adults-only resort. Kids clubs at these Moroccan beach resorts usually have supervised activities, crafts, games, sometimes some cultural stuff to teach kids a bit about Morocco. The fact that they have this means families with children are welcome, and that affects the whole atmosphere of the place. If you're a couple looking for a quiet romantic getaway, just know you'll be sharing the pools and restaurants with families. That's great if you're bringing your own kids, but it's something to keep in mind either way. The 10-hectare park is really one of the standout features here. That's about 25 acres, which gives you a lot of green space, gardens, paths to walk on, breathing room between the buildings. It sounds like this isn't a tall hotel tower, but more of a spread-out property where the buildings sit in the landscaping. That has its pros and cons. You get more privacy, it's quieter, it feels more like you're in a park than a hotel. But you'll also be walking more to get from your room to the restaurant or the pool or the beach. If walking long distances is difficult for you, you'll want to ask for a room close to whatever you'll be using most. There's a spa, though again, not much detail about what treatments they offer or how big it is. Spas in Morocco usually feature hammam rituals, argan oil treatments, traditional massage along with the usual spa services. We just don't know the specifics here, whether there's a hammam, how many treatment rooms, if they have couples rooms. The spa exists, but you'll need to ask about prices, hours, and whether you should book treatments in advance. The location on Route Oued Souss puts you in Agadir's beach resort area, a bit away from the city center but close to the main attractions. Palm Beach is less than a kilometer away if you want a different beach scene. The 6-minute walk to Papagayo Beach gives you another option, which is nice for comparing or finding a quieter spot when it's busy. You're not stuck with just the resort beach, and that flexibility is useful. Agadir Birds Valley Zoo is about 1.5 kilometers away, which makes it an easy trip if you have kids or you're interested in seeing some wildlife. It's got North African species and makes for a nice break from the beach. You can walk there if you don't mind the distance, or just grab a quick taxi. It's close enough that you can go in the morning and be back at the resort for lunch. Agadir Beach, the main public beach, is about 3.5 kilometers away. This is the famous stretch with the promenade, cafes, water sports, beach clubs. You could walk it, but most people would take a taxi. The public beach has a totally different feel from the private resort beach. You'll see local families, surfers, more of the real Moroccan beach culture. If you're staying for a week, spending an afternoon there gives you some variety and perspective. Souk El Had, the main market, is roughly 2 kilometers away, about a 25-minute walk. This is one of Morocco's biggest souks, open on Sundays with everything from spices and fabrics to fresh produce. The walk there is doable in the morning when it's cooler, but coming back with your purchases in the heat of the day is tough. Most people taxi there, spend a few hours exploring, and taxi back. If you've never been to a Moroccan souk, this is an essential experience. You can practice your bargaining and try some local street food. There's a stadium nearby, Stade Al Inbiat, though we don't have an exact distance. That mainly matters if there's a football match or event happening, because it can create traffic and crowds. There's also Club Royal de Tennis in the area if you want to play tennis beyond whatever the resort might have. And Taghazout Beach, the famous surf spot, is listed as nearby. Taghazout is north of Agadir and has become really popular for surfing, yoga retreats, and that laid-back beach vibe. If you're into surfing or just want to see a different scene, it makes a great day trip. The resort doesn't show guest reviews or ratings on its website, which makes it harder to know about specific problems or complaints. What we can point to is that conflicting star rating, which suggests there might be a gap between what they promise and what they actually deliver. When a hotel says 5 stars on its own site but shows up as 4 stars elsewhere, it often means they're aiming for luxury but don't always hit the mark. That usually shows up in things like how often they clean your room, how fast the restaurant service is, how well they maintain things, the quality of the amenities. Without actual guest feedback to look at, we can't tell you exactly where those gaps might be, but the rating difference itself is worth noting. The lack of information on the website is a drawback on its own. Hotels that are confident in what they offer usually show you everything, lots of photos, detailed descriptions, virtual tours. When a resort gives you very little, it often means either the property is changing, the quality varies a lot between different rooms, or they rely heavily on tour operators who book in bulk without guests doing much research. None of that is necessarily a deal breaker, but it does mean you should look at recent reviews on other sites before you book. What could make this resort special is that combination of the 10-hectare park, 5 pools, and private beach access. That setup suggests a place designed for people who want space, multiple pool options so you're not fighting for a spot, a resort that feels more like a private estate than a cramped hotel. If the landscaping is nice and the pools are well spread out, this could be a genuinely relaxing place where you're not constantly dodging crowds. The kids club plus all that space means children can play without bothering other guests too much. The Valeria Hotels Management Group runs this property, though we don't have much information about their other hotels or how they operate. Knowing the management group usually helps predict what kind of service you'll get, but without that context, we're just looking at this one property. The beachfront location means it's competing with a lot of other resorts, so it needs to stand out through service, maintenance, or special programs to justify its prices. The official website is lesjardinsigadirclub.com, which confirms the basic details like the address and who manages it. But because the site doesn't give you much about the rooms, dining, and facilities, you'll need to look at booking platforms, read recent guest reviews, maybe even call the hotel directly to ask your specific questions. It's an extra step, but it's necessary to avoid surprises. If you're thinking about booking this resort, your decision really depends on what else you can find out beyond the official sources. What we know for sure, the 5 pools, 10-hectare park, private beach, kids club, and spa suggests a full-service resort with enough infrastructure for a good beach vacation. The location gives you access to Agadir's attractions while keeping you a bit removed from the crowded city center. Being close to other beaches, the Souk, the zoo, and Taghazout means you have plenty to do outside the resort. But without detailed room information, dining details, or substantial guest feedback, you're taking more of a chance than you would with a hotel that shows you everything upfront. If you're flexible and okay with some uncertainty, the confirmed features suggest this could be a solid Agadir Beach experience. If you need specific things in your room, have dietary needs, or expect certain service standards, spend some time doing more research before you commit. For checking booking availability and prices at your desired dates, you can use the link in description. I hope this video was helpful. Give it thumbs up. Subscribe for more travel-related content. If you are not ready to book this hotel, you can watch our best hotels playlist and choose the best one for you. Thanks for watching.